What's up and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast for episode number 230. Wonder's still here. He showed up again. I don't know why we're pretending that's a surprise, but we are.
Yeah. It's almost like I'm a co-host or something.
Yeah, I really should have went and did the math because I don't think anybody did. I'm going to go check the comments though because Jedi might have. Nope. Jedi listens, man. That's all I know. Because I talked about you not being on all of them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go do the math real quick. See, the issue is I have to, like, click on some of the individual episodes. Because I didn't, because if most of the time I don't put your name in the thumbnail, or in the title, because I don't need to. Unless it's, the one where you carried an episode, or the one where you leave, because you had to go fight a fire. Like some sort of bozo.
Yep.
So, other than trying to cut your finger off, did you lose any fingers over the 4th of July?
Did not, actually. No. But I was fucking tired after the 4th of July.
Yeah, bro had to fight a fire and then light off fireworks.
Yeah, well, we fought fire all day, and then we served over 1,000 hamburgers and hot dogs, and then we let off fireworks. So it made for a long day. Very, very long. I didn't get home till, I think it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning before I got home. So I was pretty tired. But anyway, the finger's doing okay, I guess.
It's no longer stitched up.
No. Still a little sore on the bending part, but I at least bend it a little.
Which means you can play video games now.
Kinda. Putting a lot of pressure on it or something after a while gets...
Dude, you're clicking a mouse. If you're putting that much pressure, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, it's just the way you're putting... Like, because when you're clicking a mouse, you're kind of putting backwards pressure, and if you have a fractured finger, that kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, but it's like it's a click. It's not a click and hold. It's never a click and hold.
Well, you never know. I played games that click and hold.
Name one.
I have this game. It's called Manor Lords. I play it a little bit, and it's.
Oh, you're starting that shit too.
I just.
Manor Lords. That's the one with the Game of Thrones like integration, right? I don't know if it's a mod or if it's built in.
I think it's a mod because I don't know anything about Game of Thrones. It's just like a strategy type game. That just came out.
It's so Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord Trial of the Seven Kingdoms was the game, I think.
Oh yeah, no. This one's called Manor Lords. It's just a strategic game.
Manor.
Basically.
I thought it was Banner. I see.
No.
Gotcha. Oh, by the way, sorry if you can hear my air conditioner in the background, but it's July, so fuck you.
Yeah. It's not even bad yet. I think it's this week. The end of this week, it's supposed to get like 106, 107.
That happens.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be over 100 degrees for like 5 days in a row. That's going to suck.
But it's hot, and Wonder knows better than anybody how goddamn hot my room specifically gets.
Yeah. Well, it's got a lot of electronics running. And
but even without that,
also,
it just gets hot.
Well, yeah, because also his his house is covered in metal.
Yeah, that's true.
It just radiates heat.
It's a toaster. We got a toaster.
Yeah.
The one time we really should have painted our house white, but they chose a darker color for some reason. Metal and dark color. Let's really double down.
Yeah. Well, darker colors look better, but not so good when it's hot.
Does the color we chose really look better than white?
No,
I shouldn't
like
say we. Let me specify. I should not say we. I fought back hard. I tried not to let them do what they did. They don't listen to me.
I would have went with like a gray or.
Well, you know me.
Something.
I'm me, so I would have went black or white.
Yeah.
And if we're honest, I probably would have done the half and half thing because I think it's funny. I think it also looks really good. I love the way the half black, half white looks in my room. It looks sick.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just stay on
There's
the
a lot
darker
of colors
half
out
of
there.
stay on the darker half of the house in the winter and stay on the lighter half in the summer. It's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of colors they could have went with that looks a lot better than the color that they
Then
have.
baby shit green.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least it's not like baby shit yellow or something.
It might as well be. Can't get much worse.
Like mustard yellow.
Why is Joe Hendry trending?
Yeah.
Is it because Wonder believes in Joe Hendry?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I watched the ending to the NXT title match from tonight's pay-per-view because I forgot to watch it. And
I know one thing.
that was goofy as shit. Bro knocked out so it was a fatal four-way. So Trick Williams, who was currently the champ, knocked out two people with the Trick knee, even though I think they changed the name to the Trick Shot, which is better. Trick Shot is better.
Yeah.
But he knocked them both out. They fell on top of each other. So he's like, oh, shit, I need to go break this up. And then the other guy in the fatal four-way grabbed him and stopped him from breaking up the pin. And then he's just sitting there like, damn, I lost. It's like, dude, if you would have just let him go, the pin doesn't happen. What the hell? What sort of dumbassery was that? Oh, and then there was just a random flash of Joe Hendry's face while the champ was celebrating. While the new champ was celebrating. It's just Joe Hendry. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
I love it. Sorry, what were you saying?
The only thing I have to say is anyone out there who ever drives drunk, I hope someone breaks both of your legs so you can't drive.
Dude, I was upset for a very long time yesterday.
I don't blame you. I think there's a lot of people that are upset.
It got worse because there was some idiot on TikTok, Rico Knows, who is known racist scumbag piece of shit. Though a bunch of people still follow him because they think he knows ball when, let me tell you, my left pinky toe knows more ball than he ever can or will. Trust me. But he decided to use that. He prefaced his video with, well, I don't view death like everybody else does. I don't really care. And then just proceeded to try to talk about how he was right about the character concerns with Kyrie and all this shit, as if he knew what happened. Even though the police report was out at this time, you could just go read that it wasn't his fault. Well, what are you doing out at 3 a.m.? Whatever the fuck I want to. If they weren't drunk, which they weren't, then who cares? It's 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. or whatever. Maybe they're going to work out before, because, you know, people like to do that the early morning and then you have all day and then you go again at night. That's the way a lot of, like, people who, like, work out for serious workout. I get it.
Well, my thing is you go 3 o'clock in the morning, the weight room's empty.
Right. And when you're a professional athlete, the less people that are there, the better. I don't want to get bugged by people while I'm trying to work out.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's like the thing, WWE finally posted their Road to WrestleMania thing, and you see Roman Reigns in the hotel working out in the hotel gym. And it's like, you can tell it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. There's nobody there. Why? Because he doesn't want to be bugged while he's working out. He's Roman Reigns. Even people like Wonder, who don't care about wrestling, would see Roman Reigns in public and be like, holy shit, that's Roman fucking Reigns. And most people, whether you know or care about him or not, most people want the picture with the famous person. It's a thing I've noticed at like Twitch cons and stuff, is like, even if it's somebody you don't know, seeing other people line up to get pictures with people, randoms that don't know them will line up to get pictures with them just because they saw the line for him, which I find weird as shit, but it's okay. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know what the actual thing we were talking about was, Vikings rookie cornerback Kyrie Jackson passed away on Saturday morning in an accident caused by a drunk driver. The drunk driver and the 3 people in their car are fine. Kyrie and the person who was driving the car Kyrie was in and 1 other passenger all died. Because that's how it always seems to go. The piece of shit who is drunk and out driving gets to live while the innocent people die. That's how it works, for some goddamn reason. It's pretty goofy. But it's very sad. I was very excited to see Kyrie, man.
Yeah, this is fucking great. So this is a semi. We have a low populated state.
Yeah.
And in 2020, the most recent year with accessible data, Wyoming had 642.3 drunk driving arrests per 100,000 residents. 35% of Wyoming's road fatalities involved drinking while driving in some way. That same year, Wyoming road fatalities increased to 22.2% for a total of 44 deaths.
That was 2020 when everybody was staying the fuck inside.
Exactly. That is exactly, like, that's just wild. We only have 500,000 people in our state total.
Yeah.
So the fact that, there was 642, arrests per 100,000, you take that times 5, basically.
Yeah. I wonder what I want to look, what are the drinking and driving stats in a big state? Like, let's look at California.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the biggest
I'll
state.
look up a different state. I'll look up that. Let's see, what state would have more drinking while driving?
Wisconsin.
Texas.
Oh, or that.
That's a big state. It was serving common with store. 1,162 people were killed in drunk driving crashes in Texas in 2022.
That just
2% increase from the year before.
I was just gonna say, I can just see like the amount of deaths. I don't see like the percentage is
increased from year before. This equivalence is to 3 people dying every day of the year. Come on, Texas. Do better. Just, Uber or
dude,
call someone.
I was going to say,
or sleep in your car.
Even around here, like the biggest of the small towns around us, the one to the east.
Yep.
There's Uber there now.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry. I do not think there is an excuse anymore to drink and drive. There never was. You're just a piece of shit.
Right.
That is the only answer.
There's so many people out there. You can't say that there isn't somebody out there that you can't call that, hey, I'm drunk and too drunk to drive. Can I get a ride home? It doesn't matter what time. Like, someone calls me at 3:00 in the morning and says, hey, I'm too drunk to drive. I really need a ride home. Come get me. And I'll be like, all right, give me a few minutes. I'll be there.
Yep.
I would much rather that.
Yeah, I'd much rather the annoying call in the morning. I'd rather the annoying call at 3 where I got to go pick you up than the call at 5 telling me you're dead or that you killed somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or both.
It's baffling to me. And especially me working as a bartender. That was, it's really it's amazing how hard you have to convince people to not drive after drinking a bunch.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many people I would just I would I would take their keys from them if I could.
Yeah.
You know, you call the cops on me. Like, what are they gonna do? You know,
He won't let me
drive my
drive.
keys. Well,
Oh,
it's also,
he won't
it's
let me
also my
drive.
responsibility to make sure you don't go kill someone.
Right.
You know, technically it is my responsibility, but it's also not.
I was gonna say, even though it's not technically your responsibility, it
But I
feels
take
like it is.
personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Because someone leaves my bar and then I find out they got into a fatal accident, then that's just, something that I would have to live with
forever. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I had to go through like the liquor commission website or whatever the hell it is to get my liquor, like it's like a liquor certificate that basically covers your ass if there is any kind of incident or something.
It's just like the food safety course you have to take if you're cooking or whatever. A lot of jobs you have to get certified by the government to say, yeah, you're allowed to do this.
Yeah. But it also helps if there's ever a lawsuit against you. So like somebody leaves the bar, falls down, cuts themselves or hits their head or something like that. They can't come back and sue me because, they drank too much or had one too many or whatever. They can't. It's just, it's safer if you do it, because then you have something to present to the court. Say, hey, I was licensed to do this, and then you can also say, hey, I cut them off. They obviously drank too much. I cut them off. They left, and then they got hurt. That's not my fault. That's not my fault that they drank too much. They're a grown-ass adult. They make decisions of their own, whether intoxicated or not. Just because somebody murders somebody while intoxicated doesn't make it right,
Right.
It's not justified because you were intoxicated. You still did something wrong,
I agree.
You still have a decision to not do something stupid.
Yep.
Whether you're intoxicated or not. That just comes down to morality and what type of human you are, Like me, if I'm intoxicated, I'm not going to go out and beat somebody up just because, and then be a good person when I'm sober. That's not how, that's not. When people are shitty when they're drunk, that's just people showing you who they truly are, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
100%.
they just, they're a little more loose-lipped, let's just say. But
yeah, depressing.
Anyway, don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. No, I've like fully just made it a thing. Like, I don't want to know you if you drink and drive.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's just that it's so simple to not do, especially now. If you wanted to make an argument, 20 years ago, and I say 20 because around here it was only 20 years ago. You didn't have phones and there was no Uber and there's not public transit around here. I still don't like the argument, but fine. Make your stupid argument that still just shows me what kind of human you are. But now there is no argument. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like none.
I mean, because my parents had multiple incidences where they got too drunk and then, we had to go home. And then my little 8-year-old self would have to sit in their lap. They run the gas pedals and I could steer because they knew I could drive straighter than they could, Like I've dealt with these types of situations my entire life, And, I wonder what the percentage of the United States consumes alcohol.
Insane number. I promise you that.
What?
Uh-oh. Ooh, we got another YouTube comment about your truck. No, never mind. I know the answer to this one.
Oh.
I think. Yours is just a 5.3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Z71, right?
Yes. Are you selling my truck?
No, some guy's just asking about it from the Burger King video. He's like, that's a nice Chevy. And then just started asking.
It's got all kinds of lights in it now.
But yeah, so yeah, we got a YouTube comment from somebody. The first thing was like that we needed a better Burger King because there's only one in Utah where this person is, and they're like, it actually makes the food fresh and piping hot every time. I used to hate Burger King until I tried one that makes sure you get hot and fresh food. Burger King sucks if it's cold, and every other location, I swear, they give you the food they couldn't sell the week prior. Anyways, nice Chevy truck. What year? That's just how the comment finished.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
percentage.
I would be curious to see what the population is that he lives, in Utah, because our biggest problem with our Burger King is that there's not enough people.
Kinda, because either people don't go into Burger King, so they like pre-make stuff and it sits there all day, or there's not that many people to work there. And around here, why would you go work at Burger King? Because our Burger King still pays federal minimum wage. It's $7.50 an hour. You can go work at McDonald's for $12 an hour, or you can go work for, any of the bajillion farmers and make real money.
I'm taking you apart here, but it's $7.25 still. Actually,
is it? I thought it was $7.50.
In the state of Wyoming.
I thought it was $7.50.
Pretty sure it's $7.25.
That's better for me. That helps my argument actually. So thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's.
But yeah, they have the opportunity to.
Yeah, there's a lot of other places to go work. So when Burger King decides to pay the shittiest, nobody's gonna work there. Nobody is working to not be able to afford to eat at the place they work. I promise you that.
Right. Anyway, overall, 62% of the U.S. adults say they drink alcohol, while 38% abstain completely.
I think
to a July 2023 Gallup survey.
Never mind, I don't. I was going to say I think 38% seems wild, but I really don't. Because our generation just doesn't. Like, I know where we live, it sure seems like all the young people do. Where we live, I also understand why you drink. What the fuck else are you gonna do?
Exactly. It is boring as fuck. This is why we do video games.
I was gonna say, there's a reason me and Wonder decided that the internet and creating content was the thing we do. Because, we're bored. Let's go create a dumb video. This will be fun. Or let's go play a video game or whatever. We created this for that reason, almost. Is there's nothing else to do? We can be dumb on the internet.
Yeah, we pretty much do everything else that there is to do, and that's golf. Maybe go
fishing sometimes. Yeah.
Or go fishing, or that's literally all I live for. I play video games all the way up until hunting season rolls around, and then I'm busy.
Yeah, we don't really fish anymore at all.
Well, yeah,
because fishing takes a lot of time. You can't go. Well, you can go fish for an hour. But what's the point? You're not catching that much in an hour.
My biggest problem is I like to fish early morning.
That's true, and
that's my favorite time to fish, and I can't because I work 7 days a week throughout the summertime.
I like to fish
and don't get done until 11 o'clock. So
I like to fish late night, kinda.
Right.
Like as the sun sets, but then you have to be up so goddamn early for work.
Yep. And not only that, I don't like fishing at night. Although I do really well fishing at night. I don't like fishing at night because the bugs are fucking nuts at night.
But he used to be okay with it if he could go with like me and his mom, because we'd both smoke and that keeps the bugs away.
Yeah. But not only that, it's like you go early morning, it's kind of chilly out, all the bugs kind of settle down because it's cold.
Yeah.
Even in the summertime when you're full swing summer, it still gets down to low 50s, high 40s, which is not ideal for bugs. Yeah. And then it gets up to 110 in the fucking daytime.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to fish early morning, because it's also nice and cool. And
because I'm not fishing in the middle of the day. I'm just not. Yeah.
You're baking by the time
We used to be such psychos. We'd go fish in the morning. We'd stay out until like 1, because that's when it really starts to heat up. And then we'd go swim in the fucking irrigation canal, the ditch, the irrigation ditch. That's what I meant. And then We'd go get food at my grandma's restaurant, and then we'd go fish again as soon as the sun started going down and it started to cool off a little.
Mm-hmm.
It was good times. It was good times.
I miss those days when life was so much simpler, you know?
Yeah.
And then we'd haul ass at 50 mile an hour on a 4-wheeler and running to a cement ditch I didn't know was
Life
there.
was so much simpler when I was dropping my cigarettes in the fucking canal that one time.
Yeah.
That was depressing. Brand new pack I just opened. I set them up on the fucking... So it was right up where it goes under the road, so there's like the concrete part. So I set it up there, and they just slid off directly back into the ditch. I was so mad. I just opened those.
He like tried to Jedi force it back.
Yeah, I did. Well, I couldn't reach it, so I was just hoping it didn't work. And then I just picked them up, and they're just dripping. I'm like, ah. Well, those are ruined. We need to go buy another pack of cigarettes.
That wasn't too much longer after you started smoking.
No, not really. I started smoking way younger than I should have, but that's okay.
Yeah. Because you started smoking slightly before...
slightly before I switched schools.
Yeah, you went back to Guernsey. Well, yeah, that one's out of the box. But he went back to that place, and we kind of didn't talk for a long time.
No, we both did sports, and my school, even though the schools were, 25 minutes apart, and I still lived in the same place, so we lived a mile from each other. But I mostly stayed in the town that the school was in, either with my grandparents or with friends. I basically lived with a couple of my friends for that whole time. It was great. But like between sports and friends and then you farming, we just didn't.
That's all I did. That's all. All I did was farm, and then went to school and played sports. I hardly had a social life. It was nuts.
And I had a social life, but it's not like either of us could drive. So it's not like I could invite him to, hey, we're hanging out at the skate park. You want to come hang out? It's like I couldn't even though you'd be busy, you'd be at sports or whatever, or farming.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you weren't, it's like, how would you have even got there?
Right.
At the time.
But it was like, well, we did freaking 16 miles of gated pipe every year.
Yeah.
And it was, if I wasn't at school, I was doing gated pipe. And then, as soon as I got done gated pipe, I'd go to sleep. On the weekends, I'd go to sleep, wake up, ash crack of dawn, go do gated pipe, hot as balls. That's why I never had to work out too much, is because I just was a ripped farm boy just because of gated pipe.
And that was the period in my life where I stopped playing video games almost entirely.
Yeah.
Because I had people to hang out with. So I was like, I'm just going to, that changed. But yeah, it was doing stuff with people. It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was also weirdly the worst version of me, I think. I don't like that version of me. I don't like to think about those days that much.
Well, I think you kind of changed yourself a little bit to fit in with the people that were around you. Not saying the people that you were around were, awfully bad, super bad people, but
there were definitely a couple.
There were a few. One of them showed up to your birthday party, or a couple of them did.
Oh my God, yeah. That was a time.
Yeah, I got to actually do a WWE move on a kid.
Bro hit a choke slam. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. I had no idea who he was at the time.
He just wanted to fight you, man.
Never even met this kid before.
He just wanted to fight you.
I'm like, dude, what? Why? I just kept asking him, why? Why do you want to fight? We're just here chilling. We're here to chill.
Why not, homie?
And then he was trying to get me to fight this other kid, which was much larger than me, or
that would have been more interesting.
Yeah, but even he was like, why?
Yeah, he's like, but why, dude? I don't want to.
He's like, I don't know this kid. He's chill. Why do I want?
Yeah, why do I want to fight him?
He's not done anything to piss me off. Why do I want to fight him?
No, I just mean had that fight actually happened, at least that one would have been interesting.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I was pretty strong at that time.
So was that kid,
I'm not saying
though.
he wasn't. I wasn't saying he wasn't, but I don't know. I think it kind of runs in my blood. It's not a good idea to pick a fight with wonders. Ask people who have fought my brother
Oh, we gotta watch House of
and
the
almost
Dragon.
died.
Well, I say we, but
Yeah,
Wonder
you.
refuses to watch shows.
My woman will be here next Monday.
Yeah, and you better watch the entirety of the show.
Well, we won't have much to do, so we'll probably watch all of it. So,
Yeah.
and I will be starting my new job
Oh yeah. When does that
next-
start?
next Tuesday. So Monday will be my last day riding for ditch, and so I'll go through my ride that morning, bring it back to I'll go to the car wash, and I'm going to clean it, wash it off, make it look real nice, the truck, and then I'll bring it back to the office, and I'll clean all my shit out, shampoo, detail, all that good stuff, so it's ready to go for whoever needs to drive it, and have someone come pick me up and peace out to ditch riding. The next day I start my new job at the guard camp. So,
All right, so I've only got a week to get you to go change the oil on my car. No.
yeah,
Kidding.
I'd break it somehow.
It's all right. Get me a
I
new
don't
one.
want to pay for it.
It's all right. You can give me a new one. It's all right.
I don't want to.
You know what
I
you
don't
do
wanna-
need to get, though? You've only got like a week. You gotta go buy a PlayStation.
Oh. Well, it probably will not be right away.
Why
but
not?
My payday is on the 15th. And then the ditch company has to pay me for all of my vacation time that I have. And I think it's like $180 a day. And I'll have like 15. Well, it'll be at least 15 days, if not more. So I'll get a little extra money there, and that'd probably be a good time to go buy me a PS5.
Yeah, then you can play the God of War games, finally.
Yeah.
The 2 new ones. Because I know you loved the old ones. Did you play 2018? I guess you might have played that one on your PS4.
I did.
The first, like, Norse God of War.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Valhalla, or God of War Ragnarok, you need the PS5 for. Or did you play that one? You might have.
I think
Or you just watched me play it. Those are both options.
I watched you play it. Yeah, pretty sure. Because you did 2018, right? You did.
I did
playthrough on that
2018
one.
and I did the new one. I did them back to back.
Yeah, because I watched you play the new one, basically.
Yeah. And then I
So,
played through the DLC.
Yeah. Because I didn't think I was going to get it. So.
Well, I think it just finally came out on PC too, so you could play it there now. PlayStation, most of PlayStation's games are coming out. So realistically, the only thing you're buying a PlayStation for at this point is sports games, which means just
Right.
college football. That's okay.
Yeah.
It means it'll live forever. Also, it will replace your PS4 that cannot be hanging on for that much longer.
It's doing fine.
No, it's not.
It just sounds like a jet, which
Right.
it's always done that.
Yeah, but
It's
it will
always-
die eventually. They don't live forever.
I don't know how it hasn't yet.
Right.
This motherfucker over here's gone through 4 of them.
More.
5.
I went
of
through
them.
4 pros. And those came
I don't
out
know.
halfway through the cycle. And I didn't
I'm
even
s-
do anything. We'd just be sitting here. Wonder never believed it, but we'd be sitting there and I'd go, "Oh, check this out." I'd just click the power button and it would turn on and the HDMI port just doesn't work. It's like I've never moved it. I've never unplugged the cord. It's just
Yep.
dead. I do. It's like, how? I don't know, man.
I'm still on my original HDMI cord. I'm still on the original PlayStation PS4 that released from day one. Still have that.
Yeah, you've been using that for 11 years. How do you feel?
It's hanging on, buddy. Just like
I meant, do you feel
Like
old
me.
yet?
yeah. I mean, I already feel old. I turned 27 on the 10th.
I saw the fun. God, 27, old ass man.
I know.
Scares me. I turned 25 in January. That hurts. Hurts my soul.
Yeah. I know 30 is gonna hurt the most.
Right? But hey, at least in January I'll be able to rent a car. So it's the last
True.
important birthday.
Yeah.
And they rent a car.
Yeah, you have
I never would though, because if
no
I'm
restrictions.
but if I'm going to a city, I would never rent a car. I'll just Uber for cheaper.
Right, exactly.
And
Yeah.
then I don't have to worry about getting into a car wreck that affects me at all. Doesn't go on my record if the Uber driver crashes.
True.
So, who cares?
True.
Yeah, July 16th is the early access launch for College Football 25.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a Tuesday, July 16th, that Tuesday. I think you will be watching me and Caleb do a head-to-head rebuild. Because Caleb is from Colorado.
Uh-huh.
We're doing a border war rebuild challenge.
God.
Yeah.
So this is online then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm also joining another league where I will also be rebuilding Wyoming, and I'll probably do that for a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know if I'm going to do that for a video or if I'm going to do just my Road to Glory for a video, especially since Madden comes out later and it's going to do the thing again where your character will carry over, so you can truly like tell the whole story, which is just sick. Though Road to Glory doesn't start in high school anymore, and that makes me depressed.
Aw.
Can't make our shitty little high schools.
Right. I remember building like the closest uniforms.
Yep.
And, yeah.
I always did that too.
Yeah.
Different uniforms than you though, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last time one of these games was out, I was going to the other school. It was before I ever switched back.
Yeah. Because you were black and gold, and I was red, white, and blue.
I loved it. Even though we were black and gold, the fact that every football game we still came out to Black and Yellow by Wiz Khalifa was the greatest thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, something about their football field compared to yours, it all felt nicer. It just did. Felt more special.
It always felt smaller to me. I don't know why.
Because it was like enclosed kind of, because there's buildings on both ends.
True.
So it like compresses.
Yeah.
It's not just in the middle of a field.
True. You know how hard it was to try and find a high school stadium that looked like ours?
Right?
I had to I found one that had a cornfield on it. That was the one I had to go with, because that was the only one that had like a fucking...
I mean, that's kind of close.
Kinda, but...
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Alfalfa field would have been perfect.
It would have been great. It would have been fantabulous.
With a couple of pine trees.
But yeah, because I spent $150 to get the deluxe editions of Madden and College Football 25. It's not that bad, because the base editions are $70 a piece and the deluxe editions are $100 a piece. So actually, I saved $50. Still a little ridiculous. But I decided this time, this is Madden's last shot for me also, I think. But they did announce that it is supposed to not be entirely physics-based, but they actually brought physics back to Madden, which means it might actually be able to... I don't care if it's not good online still. I don't actually care about playing versus other people. I really don't. Mm-hmm. But when I'm sitting here doing my rebuilds, especially, hopefully it'll be this week or this upcoming weekend where you guys will see my first MLB The Show rebuild of the year. The game came out like 5 months ago, but I'm in a baseball mood. It's summer. It's baseball time. My brain has finally locked into baseball. So doing those, I like to be able to jump into the games and play, but you can't do that on on Madden because it's not football. So you go, oh, this play makes sense. And then it just can't ever work because, well, that's not one of the plays Madden decided could be okay. Like, that doesn't make sense. physics-based stuff. If stuff breaks down or, you know, Aaron Donald eats somebody alive, that's okay. But having everything be decided by predetermined animations, where it's just like, oh, the tackle animation triggered even though you're 10 yards apart, so he just falls and you fall, that doesn't make sense. And it always pissed me off, because I always got the worst of it all the time. Y'all know, you watch my streams.
Yeah. Or like you'd run past a person or something, or they'd run past you and you like juke them, and then like the animation would trigger, so then they would like glitch over here and they're tackling you.
Yeah,
all
you'd
of a sudden.
teleport
like,
back, and it's like, what the hell? So this year really could change the future of how I play video games, because this is the last Call of Duty and Madden I'm going to buy. If I think they suck like they have throughout the past, it's done. Unless something really, really changes. I have more faith in Call of Duty than I do Madden. Call of Duty got lucky. They have multiple developers who get to try things. If you wanted to stake your life on a Call of Duty developer, Treyarch would be the one to do it.
True.
Outside of Cold War, have they made a bad game? No. And even Cold War, when you look at the last 5 games to come out, like, you know, the 5 before, not 5 before and 5 after, just the 5 total, so the 2 before, 2 after. It's the best.
Yeah,
which
Cold
isn't
War was
saying much.
Right, but Cold War was only bad because of its time it came out, you know?
That's kind of fair. Well, it was only bad because they got forced to make a game a year after Black Ops 4. Because Black Ops 4 wasn't bad. It sucked that it had no campaign. Yeah. I'm still upset over that. I think that is important. Even though I'm not the biggest Call of Duty campaign guy, I still find having a campaign to be important.
Right. I think it's important that because it's kind of sets the setting, you know? Like, it's not just, oh, you show up and, you know, here's these characters and there's no background and there's no, you know, nothing to go off of, you know. Especially
with how they build the games now, because you're playing as like the characters from the campaign a lot of the time in multiplayer and stuff. So it's like, why? Why do they exist?
Well, the other thing I really liked about campaigns is a lot of times you would go through campaign missions or whatever, beat the campaign part, and then you go play multiplayer, and they would just pull and make maps out of the campaign.
Yep.
You know, they would take this chunk out of the campaign. Okay, let's
so now the multiplayer feels like you're in the battle that was that,
right?
But just not as the main character. Now you're just a guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Or in games like Black Ops 3 or even Infinite Warfare, where maybe you're not the character, but in those, it really is setting up the entirety of the setting. I think without those campaigns, the settings don't work anymore.
Right.
Like, you need to know, how did we get so advanced? What is happening? Why is this a fight? What is going on?
Well, and the other thing, it just drives me nuts that it seems like every single Call of Duty that comes out that's multiplayer or whatever, they just go, oh, we'll just throw half of the maps that are old maps.
Yeah.
And people have already played. We'll just throw half of those in there, and we might have 1 or 2 maps that are new. Like, I like new maps.
Yep.
I like discovery.
And I know,
Sure, I like Nuketown or whatever. You throw a Nuketown in there because it's nostalgic.
We know Black Ops 6 is going to have at least Nuketown. But that's also just, it's a Black Ops game. It has to.
Yeah.
Them's just the rules.
It's nostalgic. You have to have that.
But it's just like, for all IW games, you need shipment. It's important because it's just the thing. But you change it every time, I think. I don't think you just re-release it. And I think that helps. Even if it's the same layout and stuff, like, just make it different.
Right.
Like, the way Black Ops 3 did all of its remakes is the correct way. I don't know if you've seen these. I'm going to send you a link, maybe. Hold on. So we can look at it. But the Black Ops 3 multiplayer map remakes. Hopefully I can find one. So this is just a list of all of the multiplayer maps. Does it show all the DLC maps? Maybe not. Hold on. I was very excited, but then I was wrong.
I know I played Black Ops 3 with you a little bit.
Yeah. You definitely did, for sure.
Mhm.
Multiplayer maps. Yeah, it doesn't show me all of the... That's annoying. Black Ops 3. Okay, so this is just the Call of Duty, kind of a Call of Duty site. Here you go. Copy. I'm going to send it to you on Discord so you can look, and then I have to pull it up on my computer, so give me just a second before we can truly discuss these, but that's okay. Here we go. Bang. There's your maps. So Black Ops 3 map. Nope. Multiplayer map remakes. And we're looking at CallOfDutyMaps.com. So Outlaw was Standoff from Black Ops 2. But, oh, God damn it.
Did you get
But,
an
like,
ad?
yeah, I got an ad and it made stuff. So if you click on it, it's Standoff, but instead of just being the regular map, it's like Old Westy. You know what I mean? You'll remember the map. It's the clock tower map from Black Ops 2.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or if you look, see, I love some of the other maps they made. Rupture Rupture was a remake? I didn't even know that. I did not know that was a remake. But yeah, Rupture was sick. It had like a whole nuke thing going off in the background. It was just a remake. But like, that's what I want you to do. Make it a remake, but make it so different that you don't even know. Micro was sick though. This was just like a giant picnic table, so it was a bunch of like picnic foods and like giant bugs.
Mhm.
So you felt tiny. Empire was just Raid from Black Ops 2, but like Roman Empire themed, so it didn't seem like Raid at all. When you
Right.
can't tell that you're playing a remake, that's when a remake is done well. And the only ones that you could tell was like Nuketown, because it's Nuketown. You can't really make it much different without knowing that it's Nuketown.
Right.
But like, yeah, if you're gonna do remakes, make a remake. Don't like just put it in the game. Just make it different. Same layout, same vibe, because that's kind of the thing people liked about the maps. It's not so much how they looked, it's how they played. It was the vibe that you got from the layout and how it played. So you don't want to, so if you do want to, have old maps that were fan favorites, keep them. Just like change
Right.
the way they look, because that'll make it feel different enough, I promise.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited. Video games are hopefully going to be fun, or we're going to give up on a lot of them, which is also okay.
True. Yeah. Save me some money, I guess.
I don't know if it'll save me any money, but it'll make that money go somewhere different.
It'll probably save me some money.
I don't know if it will.
I just hate how they keep getting more and more expensive, and they're not giving us much more, technically.
Well, they're giving
the
us a
same-
lot more. So I was listening to the WAN show this week, the Linus Tech Tips like live thing. Oh, hey, I'm
Mhm.
wearing my LTX shirt. Nice.
Oh.
That's funny. But so I was listening to the WAN show, and they were talking about how it doesn't feel like we're getting that much from video games anymore. But it's the way 10 years ago, or even, let's say 15, I think it was like Crysis 2 maybe that came out. Remember the first
Mhm.
time we were shown like foliage in a video game that moved? So like
Mhm.
you saw the video of the character like crouch walking through the bush, and it was just like it was on a hinge. So he like walked through it and it just like knocked over and then popped right back up to where it was.
Mhm.
But like, oh, that was cool because we'd never seen it before. We're getting stuff like that now. But games already look so good and are so good that, oh, well, it's a 25% graphical increase. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Right.
not that we're not getting more, and it's not that they're probably putting in more work now than they did back then. We just can't
Right.
tell because all the games are going to look the same. Because until you can make every game just actually realistic, you can't make them look that much better than they do now.
Well, my thing is not necessarily. I wasn't saying like we're not getting more graphically. I'm just saying like we're not getting more of like fun games. We're not getting games that are fun or good.
That's fair.
I buy a game for fucking $70 goddamn dollars, play it for 2 days, and go, "This is dog shit," and then no play it no more. That's a waste of $70. You know?
Yeah.
And they hype it up. They overhype everything, make it seem like it's super awesome, and then you buy it, and it's got a bunch of problems.
That's not even the company's fault. Like, yeah, the company's obviously going to hype it. They have to. It's their game. That's how you sell game. But I think, like, that's the thing with, like, Grand Theft Auto 6. People are going to say it didn't live up to the hype, no matter how good it is. It can come out as the greatest video game ever made, and it still will not live up to the hype that everybody has put on it. It cannot possibly live up to the hype. There's no world.
Right. But my thing is
people overhype video games all the time.
Yeah, I get that. But
like
Cyberpunk, what I have a problem with is the blatant disregard from video game companies these days when it comes to listening to their communities. Like, especially Call of Duty has got to be the worst.
Well, that's the thing.
The community doesn't like this. Let's do more of it.
Well, that's the thing.
Hey, the community wants this. Let's not do that at all.
That's the thing. Game companies made a very strong decision at one point to stop listening to both the broader community, and the way I like to talk about it is they stopped listening to the community and the video creators and started listening to streamers.
Mm-hmm.
As much as creating videos and streaming are both content creation, they're not the same, and the people who do those are not the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And streamers want the game to be almost less fun because they want it to be all about how skilled you are versus somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas video creators want the game to be fun because you're only trying to get the fun moments out of it. Streamers have to be doing it all the time. They're relying most of the time more off their talent than they are their like ability to be funny or to create content in the moment. And that's not a knock on anybody. That's just the different mindsets you have doing things. Because streamers, you don't get to cut out the boring part of the game. There has to be stuff happening. But at some point, these companies decided to listen to the big streamers instead of the big YouTube creators. They started listening to Tim the Tatman instead of Merc Music.
Mm-hmm.
They started listening to, you know, Nadeshot was a pro player, so they were always listening to them. They're pro players. But, you know, they just started listening to all the streamers, which isn't to say that's a bad thing, but it does very much change the way the game works, and that's why a lot of what used to be your core audience doesn't like the game anymore. And you've created a new core audience that is worse in most ways.
Yeah.
Couldn't have handled the COD lobby back then. Nobody wanted to handle the COD lobby back then. Trust me. Fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody enjoyed that. And if you did, you're just a weirdo.
Yeah, I just miss the days before skill-based matchmaking, man. It's just, I think it's ruined everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I
miss the days where I never knew who I was going to face. I hated having to fucking sweat.
Well, yeah, it's the thing. Now to be mediocre, you have to sweat all the time. Back then, you could just chill and be fine. Or you'd get into that lobby against that one dude, and it's like, holy fuck. That's what created the, you know, you gotta, you know, your whole, you know, oh, I gotta sit up for this one. You know, you gotta get locked in for this moment. Now you just have to be locked in.
Yeah. Now any game I play, I have to sit down. I have to sit like this, focused to even compete. And the thing about it is, like, I feel like the skill-based matchmaking is not specific enough, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like you got 3 categories. You got bot lobbies, if you're really bad, and then you jump up into the the high performance people, and then like professionals. If you're mediocre, you're just thrown in with the professionals, and it's just nothing but sweats constantly. And that's people who aren't even that good at the game, you know. Like I feel like because I have a positive KD in a game, they throw me up against streamers and shit. Like what the fuck, man? I just want to casually play the game and maybe do well every once in a while. I don't have to do well every time, you know. But I just want to win once in a while.
Right.
You know. I may not be going negative, but I want to have a game where oh man, I really kicked ass that game. Or okay, now this game I'm getting my ass kicked, you know. I never had that now. Now it's always like, oh, well, I barely went positive.
I would say that is why I enjoy. So regular Valorant doesn't have skill-based at all, which is probably why we enjoy unrated Valorant. Because, yeah, sometimes it does suck. It's like, oh, my God. This kid is undoubtedly just a pro player. But there's also times when it's like, oh, my God, these kids have never seen a computer before.
Well, see, that's what pisses me off, though. It never seems to fail. Every single person we go against usually seems to be fairly competent.
Well,
and then our
were
teammates
you not
that
there
we
for that game where we all got called hackers? Oh, apparently you weren't. So I know it was Ant. I know it was Dakota.
I know nobody's calling me a fucking hacker.
Oh, they would have in that lobby. Oh, dude, these were kids who I swear to God have never played the game before.
But how many times do we ever have that happen?
Oh, not that often. But so it was that. And we had been playing all night. So we were all like cooking in that moment. Oh my God. Dude, we'd all have a round where it's just like I just 4K'd for no reason. I didn't even try. They're like, oh yeah, you guys just clicking heads all the time. It's like, I just held perfectly still and you all walked into the same spot. That's not my fault. Nobody's flicking nothing. And then I started to, and I'm like, oh, God, I'm getting reported. And I was like, fair enough. I started cooking. I was like, see, why can't I play like this when it's my rank up game, you fucking bastards?
Right, yeah. But, yeah, but it always seems like we always face people who are super, like, decent at the game. And then all we ever ask for is somebody that can get a kill every once in a while. And it seems like we get those kids that, like, get one kill and go have 13 deaths, and it's like, you know, halfway through the match. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Hey, I was that kid the other night, and then that guy kept talking shit, and I almost finished the match better than him. It's like, dude, how did you let me catch you? I was so bad.
They started off talking shit to me.
Yeah, but you were on the phone
and not competent. They didn't realize that. And then I just said, I put it in all chat on accident, but it was fine because it was funny. I was like, I'm back, and then finished at almost top of the leaderboard.
And then he started cooking. And I started cooking. Didn't completely cook, but I started cooking.
I had my ace stolen from me. I was using an op, and it was about as fast as I could.
And I got myself killed twice trying to save your ace, and somebody stole it anyways.
Yep.
I was causing the distract.
And I was running my ass off to catch him because that guy had to be scared because he literally just watched all of his teammates just boom dead, boom dead, oh boom dead, boom dead, and he's like, oh fuck that, I ain't peeking that. I ain't gonna be the ace.
But yeah, see, you have two types of people. They have fuck that, I don't want to be the ace, and fuck that, I ain't gonna lose.
Right.
Can't beat me.
Yeah.
That's always how that is my LeBron heat check moment, and I get one every time we play. So the LeBron heat check moment, watch any Lakers game, whether he's shooting good or bad, about halfway through the second quarter, watch. Every time he will pull up from basically the logo, he'll stop, he'll stare at the ball, he choreographs it every time. He tells the defense what he's going to do. Because he stops, he stares at the ball, and then just, fuck it, I'm pulling. And if he makes it, it's game over. You're going to lose because he's just on fire. And if he doesn't, it's like, damn, I'm going to get 25, but it's not going to be the greatest night. It's a fucking hilarious. That's my moment every time. It's like the team's all dead. It's me versus, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. And it's just, fuck it, they can't kill me. And if I kill the one or not decides how the rest of the game's going to go for me. Am I going to be mid or bad? or really good. I like my heat check moments.
Yeah, no, when I get in any kind of stress at all, I panic and lose. So
I like my stressful situations. In
except
Valorant.
except for that one in Valorant the other night where you fucking...
That wasn't fair. I got shot from oh, wait, no. That wasn't even a stressful... That's the issue. It was a no-stress situation.
He's like, I got to kill this guy easily.
Yeah,
and
that's...
fucking missed his first shot and just panicked.
Well, that's why. It wasn't a stressful situation, and I choked.
It was so fast. Like, we're not going to talk about it. The other guys were like, dude, uninstall the game. Like, dude, you don't understand what just happened. You didn't see it through my eyes. Like, you didn't hear it. It was just like, oh, this guy's dead as fuck. And then, poof. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I can't hit him.
I'm panicking. Yeah, it's not like other video games. In battle royales, I don't like the stressful situations, apparently. But in Valorant, stress is good for me.
Well, I think it's because Valorant is a predictable stress.
That's fair.
A predictable situation. In a fucking, I don't know, in a battle royale, it's a lot bigger. There's a lot more going on, and there's a lot,
the objective is only kills in that, whereas the objective here is the bomb. I know you're going to be somewhere in this area, and I know it's either I need to plant this or defuse this, either way, or protect this. So it's like...
It's simpler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's simpler. And I also think just because of what it is, it's Valorant. I think adrenaline helps you in both. I think, but in Valorant, a headshot's an insta-kill almost always. In a battle royale, that's not how it works. Yeah. You know? So it's like, just because I can hit my first 2 shots doesn't mean anything. In Valorant, if you hit your first 2, as long as they're not bad, you're probably winning that fight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's fun. I like that we're all getting into Valorant a little more. I do. It's fun. Yeah. Also, our Minecraft phase might be starting soon.
Okay, yeah, I've been waiting for it.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Into our world.
Yeah. I went in, Caleb joined it, so I went in, had him pick out his house. All I did was spend 2 hours last night building the road to his house now, too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
We got a road to Caleb's.
Yeah,
all roads.
I don't know. I need to figure out how to get my account for my PlayStation onto my PC. I don't know if that's possible, but...
Yeah, you just had to link them, but I feel like either you didn't or you fucked it up.
Yeah,
But why do you need your account switched?
So, all of my house, like all of the stuff in my house is there.
It is.
Like, I can't remember... Oh, because so what I need to do is I need to log on my PlayStation and get rid of all of the shit that's on my person.
Oh yeah.
There's
I was gonna say all of your shit
stuff
is there, but if you're logging in on separate accounts, then whatever you're holding wouldn't be. That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I need to discard all of that stuff into a chest, and then my new character, quote unquote, can take over.
I mean,
the house.
you can connect your accounts, but I mean, I guess in that case you wouldn't need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm also like a high level, I think, too, which kind of sucks. I lose all my levels, but
yeah, I feel like you'd be a higher level on your PC at this point.
Well, I haven't really played on my PC.
That's like the only way you played, wasn't it?
No, I played on my PlayStation.
Oh, well, when you get on your PC this time, you can download shaders because you have an RTX card.
It's already downloaded.
Because it looks a lot prettier on your PC. It's also way more fucked up when it gets dark. It was funny yesterday because I was building that road and I kept, doing the fuck it and then time set day thing. They're like, God damn, do you just hate nighttime? It's like, with the way I have the settings up, because I don't have torches yet, because I haven't built the thing, I can't fucking see when it gets dark. It's just dark.
Yep.
Makes the
It's even worse when you're in a cave.
Yeah. It makes the sunrise and the sunset really cool, though. And then I killed 2 wardens yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Well, I was just trying to so I was just trying to clear it out so there wouldn't be a warden spawn there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But even though I'm in creative, it wouldn't attack me, but it kept making them show up when I'd break the fucking things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Caleb panicked because he was watching me do it and fell into the warden. And then lost all of his shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, not a good idea.
The amount of those things
I was in creative mode with a fucking netherite sword, and it took me 20 fucking minutes of just slashing to kill that bitch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, ridiculous.
Yep. They're fucking tough.
Man, I don't want to do that anymore. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, and to think, that's the reason why I was so scared of those places, because they those little fucking sensor things or whatever would hide in the weirdest goddamn places. And
I was
they
there.
Make the creepiest fucking noises.
We both fought wardens together that one time because we kept going on that adventure to that stupid city.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was trying to find the fucking, what do you call them? For the special armors. What the fuck do you call those?
I can't remember, but
the templates or whatever for the armor, or whatever. No, you actually find the armor, and then it's a template, and then you can use it to make the armor basically.
Which
you have to have
does it use up the template, or do you keep the template and fuck?
No, I was gonna say if you still template. But you can reproduce the template.
That's what I was going to say. Do you have the template still so I could use them?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I just need a shitload of gold, or not gold, diamond.
Yeah.
To reproduce them, basically.
Well, I've been sitting on diamond, because remember the last thing I did before all the... Because the last, 2 months we did of Minecraft, I didn't get to play Minecraft. I've been doing all the community shit.
Uh-huh.
Like the spawn and the road and all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm still holding 2 stacks of diamond.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, if you want special armor and shit, just come visit me. I've been searching for all of the special templates for the armors and stuff. So I think I've got a couple of them, but there's still a few of them out there that I'd really like to have, but they're extremely hard to find.
Fair.
But I don't know. I'm about ready to get back into Minecraft. I'm ready to have my weekends back so I can stay up late doing Minecraft, because that's kind of our thing. We start Minecraft, and then it's like, okay, let's play some Minecraft. And then I go, oh shit, it's tomorrow. And it feels like it was 20 minutes.
Right, yeah.
But I have some ideas for Minecraft also. I'm gonna build a couple more rooms. And
so that's been my thing, is I kind of just want to do some more community stuff. So I'm gonna build a little almost central hub type place and a couple things like that. I also need at some point Galaxy to log on, because I need to figure out what the fuck she did. She made a really weird room that I don't understand. And I'm sure that's just because she knows how to use all the different machinery and shit in Minecraft, but I don't know what it does.
Oh.
I'll show you here in a bit when we're done with this, because I'll just stream it to the Discord and show you real quick. But
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far away from bedtime for me.
Yeah. And you definitely don't want to log on. You'll get distracted and start something, and then suddenly it's work time.
Yeah. Yep, true. It'll hook you like that.
It does. Oh, so I did realize something that does kind of help. Last night, it didn't hook me as hard because I just turned off the Minecraft music and listened to regular music.
Oh.
Which, that still is fine, but it doesn't, I don't know, at least for last night, it didn't fully latch on. But I also wasn't working on anything, and it really, Like while I was working on the road, it was fine, and then I stopped working on the road and had nothing to do. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure whoever came up with the Minecraft music was a hypnotist.
maybe.
I swear to God,
I
you
love
get
it.
you sit there and you start listening to the music, and you start just doing your own thing, and the next thing you know, it's been 10 hours.
Yep.
What was
Happened a
that
lot.
one time? What happened that one time we got on that Minecraft?
Well, we went to
thing?
the lake, and we're really tired. So we had like been at the lake all day, swam out in the sun, whatever. Like, let's play a little Minecraft and go to bed. Minecraft's great for, you know, helping you get ready for sleep because the music's so soothing. Then we sat there. This was at the time I smoked. But we were sitting there, and this was back, I had that wireless headset that I gave to Hero.
That's right. Yep.
Because we were sitting there, we played for, it didn't feel like that long, but we were just working, you know, going caving, whatever. I'm like, damn, it's been a bit. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. And I was like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I can just take my headset. So I did, and I walked outside, and I'm like, dude, it's daytime. He's like, huh?
Like, what? And then I looked, and it had been 14 fucking hours. This motherfucker did not smoke a cigarette for 14 hours.
Didn't even notice.
I want to see somebody who smokes cigarettes, you know, just consistently smokes them.
Yeah.
And then just sit there and have them go 14 hours without a cigarette. See how they do.
I was like, damn, I need a cigarette. And I was like, whoa, what the hell happened?
Yeah, it was fucking daylight. It was daylight when we started playing. It was daylight when we stopped playing. And there was a nighttime in between.
We didn't eat. Didn't take breaks. It was wild.
We didn't even eat. Of course, I had
Wonder's
snacks,
got snacks, but I didn't. But that's fine.
Like, I didn't ever have like an actual meal.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
It was wild. Because then I think we were both like, oh, weird. And then I think we left and went and got breakfast. We didn't even like go to bed. We were just like, fuck it, let's go get food.
Well, neither one of us was tired, weirdly enough.
Yeah, and then we came back and played more Minecraft.
Yeah. We only played for a few hours, though. And
yeah.
I got,
well, because once we got back from town, it was like, oh, I'm starting to feel it. But now it's like 4 p.m. We got to go for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we got back on Minecraft. Wish I still had that world. I wonder if I do.
No, because that was on your first server you were paying for.
What was it, the server, or was it just our world on my play? I'm gonna check my PlayStation. But that's had a lot of its stuff deleted anyways, so we'll see.
Well, that was back when we couldn't get where we couldn't play together. Like, it started doing that weird shit where we couldn't play together.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go check, but either way.
Because I had that massive fucking weird thing that I had built. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It had like a big ass freaking nether portal in it.
Oh shit, that was my like all obsidian house. That's why we got so distracted, is because I was just off gathering obsidian.
And I was over here creating lava and then throwing water on it, big lakes of water. So I was creating obsidian for him.
Yep, he was making obsidian because he's like, because he had like a volcano right next to his house.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just seal it up. Like, you could let it run, seal it up, splash the water, and then I'd come break it all, and then he'd break out the block to recreate the lava flow.
Mm-hmm. It was a pretty good system.
Yeah, it worked. But
it took him 14 hours to get enough blocks for his house.
Yeah.
That was only like 3/4 of his house, too.
Yeah, and before that, I was just using Wonder's house as my base. I just had a bed in there. That was it.
Yep.
And then I was just like running to find diamond because it's like, I'm going to need pickaxes for all this goddamn obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time, though. It was fun.
Yeah. Good times on Minecraft.
Good old days.
More to come. More to come.
Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
Also got the subathon coming soon again. Subathon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Subathon.
That's
I guess this is Subathon. Subathon 3.
Yeah.
It's not Electric Boogaloo. What is the third one? 2 is Electric Boogaloo. What's 3? I don't know.
Don't know.
Part. I don't know. Part 2. Now I got to figure out what the hell Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh, that was from a movie. I see. Interesting. What about Part 3? I don't know. None of that's important though. But yeah, subathon coming up July 26th. Got some cool stuff planned. Wonder's seen some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Wonder's seen the cookage. What do you think?
Should be
reveal
entertaining
anything,
nonetheless.
Oh, dude, some of the stuff I have on my goddamn wheel of torture over here.
I'm
also,
excited
the
for the
fact
merch.
that the subathon ends, well, it doesn't end, but like the last goal that I've pre-planned is that I have to play through and beat Elden Ring.
That's wild. I don't know how much money I'm gonna fork to try and get you to that, but we will see.
I just
because I will add a big paycheck. So
yeah, I just don't want to, man. But
I just want to torture. I don't know why. Just watching you play video games that torture you, it just does something.
Trust
for
me, I know everybody's entertained by it. At least I'm entertaining. That's all I got. I dodged. I'm on the opposite side of him. How does the sword hit me?
You just got to figure out the best cheese way.
Oh, that is entirely my plan. I am going to figure out what
like,
the cheesiest.
Become an extremely strong sorcerer, so you don't have to like engage with most bosses.
Yeah,
and just fucking. Okay, I got 14 allies now. Just go kill it.
Yep, that's entirely my plan. Is to figure out that way to do it. Is that the way that would feel the most accomplishing? Probably not, but I also don't know.
You didn't say how you were going to do it. You just said you were going to beat it.
Yep. And that means I don't have to beat every boss either. I can skip through some of the parts.
Right.
Whatever I don't have to fight, I probably won't.
Right. But
because I'd rather spend 5 hours facing a boss than you know 5 hours fighting a bunch of
I don't
nitwits.
know if you'll get the main boss dead without leveling up just a little
well,
bit.
yeah,
though.
you got to level a little. I can't go directly to the main boss. Well, I could.
Plus, you got to go figure out the best, you got to get some high-powered weapons, too.
Yeah.
Even if you're a caster, you need to find a staff or...
Yep.
Hell, even one of my favorites, that stupid little horn you kind of... It's like it makes a harmony noise or whatever, and it's got, like, little circles that attack.
You want to hear the subathon stuff I signed you up for?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know. Do you? Unfortunately, I didn't plan this part to be versus you, but it might end up being this way anyways. Remember when I talked about my idea for a cooking like game show moving forward? The like Beat Bobby Flay style, but like Beat Geek.
Oh.
So like you'd pick whatever thing you wanted to cook, and then I would have to. So like you'd pick your signature dish, and then I have to also try to cook it, but better.
Okay.
So don't pick a burger. Is 100% the answer because I'll win.
True. Shit, I don't even know.
Yeah, but be thinking about that because we might have to.
I don't want to go like super simple or like sloppy joes or something. Or do I?
See, do you? Because what if I just turn it bougie?
Right, but I know how to bougie a sloppy joe too.
That's fair. This isn't a guarantee, but I mean, you could always join me for the arts and crafts bullshit.
Yeah.
I already have those planned for like what those are going to be. I'm going to make dragon eggs. Yeah, at least for one of them. The other one's just paintings, but they're both pretty easy. Spray paint.
Fair.
Yeah. But I hope they'll turn out dope. I can't be sure because I'm me and I'm really bad at everything, but
I'm really bad at art also, so I feel bad.
I think I picked stuff that's easy enough that I should be able to do it. Then, other two things you're going to join for are things that are going to be turned into videos. So trying like a snack box of food. So like it's a snack box from, I can't remember where this one's from. I don't know if I ordered a random assortment or if it's just like a Japanese snack box or a Korean one or what. Then we're going to do roll for nachos instead of roll for pizza this time. We're going to make nachos. Yeah, that could go really poorly. Trust me, I know.
And we just have like a whole bunch of different things that might not be totally awful with nachos.
No, there's got to be your couple things that are awful. And you just got to hope we don't roll those. I'll even let you roll so you feel better or worse about it. If it goes bad, it's your fault then.
Well, I want to help you make the list. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
Because we can be like jalapenos, banana peppers. They can both be separate categories.
I'm going to splash the entire thing with the last dab from Hot Ones, the world's hottest hot sauce.
I like hot stuff, but I don't know if I...
Oh, you won't like this, let me tell you.
I don't think I would like that too much because I know...
As long as you're not a complete douchebag about it, I might let you smash a cake in my face. I don't know if I trust you enough to be the one to do it, though. You know who I'm not letting do it this time? I know. You know who I'm not letting do it, though? Your girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, she kind of Hulk smashes everything. So.
I know. That's why she's not doing it this time. Shit, heard it.
Yeah. It's like, don't go too hard. Okay. He's like, boom.
Holy fuck.
Whiplash. Like, you know. That had to take him to the emergency room. Give him...
Have to do live eat the menu. So we'll have Mom go pick up all the food from a restaurant, and we got to eat the menu.
Yeah.
The tortilla challenge. You remember those videos?
Yeah.
Where you'd put the water in your mouth and just fucking beat the shit out of each other with a tortilla?
Mm-hmm.
But like play rock, paper, scissors? We're probably going to do that.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Can't wait for you to go to work with fucking tortilla bruises. The hell happened to your face? Tortilla!
The tortilla to beat me up.
Also might do a D&D one-shot that I have to build like on stream and just run randomly. Though I don't know if you'll be involved or if I'm going to just try to like let randoms be involved, though I don't really know if I want to do that for reasons.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
True, yeah.
And then another 2 video games that are absolutely going to make me want to kill myself. Though I didn't say I had to beat these. I just said I'd play them. Which to me means for at least an hour.
Oh.
Because anything shorter than that feels lame. You know?
Fair enough.
And I think for both of them, it'll depend on how much time's on the clock when we start, how long I will say that I'm going to go. Like, if we're 3 hours left in stream, I'm not playing Getting Over It for 3 hours. You know? But if there's 45 hours left and we're playing Getting Over It, I'm just going to play it probably until I go to bed that day.
Mm-hmm.
Just cuz. And then we'll decide, well, I'll decide, based on how over it I got, if I try to beat it the next day or not.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think that's all I got. You got anything to yap about?
No, I think this was a good episode.
I think it was all right. Too bad I didn't hit record.
I would kill you.
Well, that's unfortunate. No. Imagine. Imagine forgetting to hit record.
Yeah, that's never happened.
One time. And it's not even, I showed you. I didn't even forget to hit record. It just stopped. I do a lot better of a job double checking throughout the episode now. I look over a lot.
Good.
But, all right. I think that'll do it for us. So thank you so much for watching. We will catch y'all next week. Peace.